very, very familiar with the COVID-19. Every day people are complaining, scolding, fearing, panic attack about corona. Either you heard COVID-19, coronavirus, or corona, whatever thing, okay? All the terms, various terms came out. So we first encountered this, exposed to this virus back in 2019, the end of the year of 2019. Do you remember? When we first get the news, oh my God, Wuhan got virus spread. But then we still steady, right? Because that's in China, Wuhan, not Malaysia, not Selangor. Far away lah. China so big, right? But when we had the New Year, that time, suddenly the virus attacked nationwide, not nationwide, but globally. The entire globe, all the countries also surprised by this attack. How come the viruses can be spread that like the lightning speed within that short seconds, but can split all over the world? So, do you actually recall that how the viruses get spreaded so fast? Because when we are too panicked, we are too worried, after all kinds of emotions flushing, then we tend to forget how the beginning of the viruses get to spread. Okay, so I would like to show you this video. I believe most of us, or even our grandparents, or the younger generation, the daughters, son and daughters, the cousins, all we are very used to the public transport, right? Especially those who work in Singapore. Then social gatherings. Uh-oh. So, you see, actually the beginning of the germs and the viruses is just this easy. Just through the contact. Because we are exposed to the public, and then we always walk in and walk out through the public facilities. Okay, so we don't know who is the one. Though you are very healthy, but you didn't know who touched this tiang before, who touched the chair before, because all this is public facilities, right? As for your information, now, today, Malaysia is experiencing the third wave of pandemic. Then, virus also get more powerful. Why? Because the COVID-19 has variant. Okay, so you try to recall, what have you done against the viruses? Remember, back in March 2020. First, what we did, we have all this emotional disturbance. We so scared, and then we started to blame, and then we every day chasing the CNN news, the American, the ABC news, right? And then what we do, the panic buying. We go for the crazy grocery shopping. We buy like one shop, we buy for the entire month, the stocks that we need, right? Remember that? The toilet roll, I don't know why toilet roll, people are all going, crazy for the toilet roll paper. Okay, then after we get steady. We get knowledge. We absorb new knowledges. Then what we did, we went for sanitizer. Everyone rushed for the alcohol. Remember when the 70% sold out already? The pharmacists or the specialists say, oh, you must go for the 90%. Even the auntie beside your house, your neighbor also tell it, oh, you must get a 90%. The stronger is the alcohol, then only the more viruses you can kill. Then what we heard, the alcohol gets too strong. A lot of people started to have this redness, the allergy, the skin allergy. And then what? Even they go and sanitize before they cook. The mothers, the mom, the housewife, then they cook, what? The kitchen get burned, right? Okay, so despite all this stuff, you try to recall your measurements, the measurements that you have taken. Are those measurements seriously can kill all the viruses, the germs, the bacteria at your house? If you consider this method, you don't have to tell me. You think about it, then you leave me a comment in the chat box. Okay, so when it comes to the viruses and all this, even before the COVID-19 attack, pneumonia is the top 3 killer worldwide, according to WHO, World Health Organization. Pneumonia is one of the biggest attacks for worldwide. So you see, now came with the coronavirus. Again, it is attack our lungs. So, which is another word, respiratory system is our first line of defense. Because got corona or no corona, you like it or not, you still have to breathe. Does any one of us here, we can live without breathing? Can we? It's impossible. So, which means in every minute and seconds, we are breathing. So, which is, even though we are putting on our mask, our face mask, our nose are still sorry, if only Yu Ying cannot hear or apply to everyone.
Only
okay.
one person.
Okay, Yu Ying, you try to switch on, you connect your audio, yeah? Okay, so continues. Okay, so no matter how, when we put on the face mask, we cannot filter what we want. We want to grab in this part, we don't want to grab in this part, we want to grab in this part. Because first of all, germs, viruses, all this cannot be seen. Second, our nose only filter when all the parts already entered into our nostril, all the way to our lungs. So, which is why, can somebody help to assist Suina? Yu Ying, how to connect the audio? Okay. So, which is why when the COVID-19 was attacked the lung like close to fatal, because why? Everything takes process inside the lung. Okay, and then as for your information, our lung cannot be replaced. Once it's gone, it is gone. So don't take the COVID-19 lightly just because we are too numb for it. Okay. And then here I would like to show you the normal lung. Here got 3 exhibitions. The first one will be the normal lung, just like 40 of us here. Second is for those who got smoking habit. So we call it smoker's lung. And then the third one, COVID lung. You see or not? The shadow is much more compared to the smoker's lung, which means in another word, once the lung attacked by the COVID is actually more severe than the smokers. Nicotine is harmful, right? Nicotine is very harmful to the lung, right? As you know. But you see, COVID-19, after attacked by the virus, the lung is even severe or damaged compared to the smoker's lung. So you see, I would like to show you the complications or the post side effects, because a lot of people, they think they think that the COVID-19 is not fatal. And then, or even because from the very beginning, the specialists keep telling, oh, the children have to beware. And then the elder folks also have to beware. So what about us, the one who's aged between 20s to the late 30s? So a lot of people ignore this because none of my business are not considered as child nor the elder folk. So I can still walk, I can go lap up here and there, go shopping, go dating, right? So you see, I got this video from the Mayo Clinic. Mayo Clinic is a very reputable clinic. I mean, as in the bigger scale, not the small clinic like our general clinic, no. But this one is even they have this operation spread all the way to the researching job. Okay, so you say this is a researcher from Poland. Do you have sound for this video?
No.
No one. What about now? Still have no sound, is it?
Yes, no sound.
Why? Just now the first video got sound.
Also very weak.
First video got sound but not clear. Can't listen.
Okay, never mind. I will send this video to, I will distribute it out for all of you, okay? Because I don't want to waste time for this. Okay, let me make it for short, yeah? Once the COVID-19 attacks the lung, the infected person will experience, first of all, organ damages. The most critical organ, which is involved, the lungs and the heart and our brain. Okay, because right now we are having millions of people get infected by these viruses. So they have this research shown that if, let's say, Nicole, I hope there's no Nicole in here, okay? Joe, okay, let's say Joe has affected by the COVID-19. So even after Joe has recovered from means identified negative, before is identified as the COVID-19 positive, but after recovered it become negative. So Joe will still experience the long-term side effects, which can persist up to months or even years. Even doctor cannot save Joe from all these side effects. So the side effects include the heart, the blood vessel tends to be narrow and then will get clogged easily. And then for the lungs, like we have before this, we had this, the runner, the 20 years old runner, okay? Even after recover from the COVID-19, he experienced that last time he used to running for a few kilometers, but after the virus attack, he even walked only taking for the short walk, like about 3 to 4 minutes, he already suffering from the shortness of breath. means cannot breathe, and then very easily gets tired all the while. So as for the brain, what's the problem? If you involve the memory problem, concentration problem, and even sleep, they cannot sleep. And then they constantly have this headache. You see or not? This might not cause you to death, but it will lingering to you for long term, especially when the elder folks, they got attacked. These problems is even longer, persist longer than the younger one. And even what scarier me the most is when they have this head for the hair fall, right? Usually we have the hair fall like 2 to 3 strands or at most 4 5 strands, right? But for the COVID, the patients they have this long-term side effects. Like they come out with like, how to say, like a bunch. You can see, So even the specialist saying that this virus is even more powerful than the cancerous cell. So do you think we still see it like, none of our business, or we should take it heavily? So you must, I hope after today, you will share more about this information to your loved ones or your friends, right? So one thing is, we as a human, so long we are breathing in this world, problems are non-stop occurring, right? Problems are keep coming, popping out. So no matter how, you still don't have to overstretch yourself, because a lot of people, according to WHO, right, for those who having depression, the number of depression patients has increased dramatically because of their they overly panic about the coronavirus, because they say, oh, I don't know when I will get and then here even the family members must work right? So they will walk in and walk out from the house. So they will like keep stressing, keep pressuring the family members. So which is why they're getting more and more tense up, which is why they lead to depression. Very sad, right? So according to Dr. Jiang is the Taiwan nephrologist. What is nephrologist? Nephrologist is the doctor who specializes in the kidney field. Okay, so according to him, the death rate, actually the virus, the death rate is only about 2%. 98% of those who got infected will be recovered. It's true. Now you see, even Malaysia, if you are catching up with the news, actually a lot of people are getting recovered very fast. They will get recovered. It is just that the side effects is another issue. But the main thing is they didn't lose their life. Okay? So ultimately, what matters the most? Our immune system. Immunity is the king. You see, whenever I look at this slide, right, I always remember of my mother. Because my mom, I grew up, my mom, every day since small, whenever the clock ticks to 2 o'clock, my mother will shoo us to go and sleep, to take a nap. 2 p.m., my brother and my sister, 3 of us must go to take a nap. Then we all eat a lot of the proper balance, the balanced diet. Then my mother always said, you must eat a lot of good, must take in a lot of the nutritious food. Then you must take the nap. Otherwise, you will fever, so you will get the fever very easily. Then until now I am so strong like the bull, because even you see, as you can see, my size also not small, right? Okay, so you see, immunity. How to boost the immunity? You see, rules of thumb. You must take the sufficient sleep, at least 7 hours. Not to say you are, tonight I sleep early, so the next day I wake up, so I consider consider sufficient sleep. No, you must make sure you have that quantity before we go to the quality. Okay? And then quality diet. What is quality diet? High quality protein. Not that we, high quality protein, not that you go for the Texas chicken, McDonald's, KFC, that all. The chicken that you take, you think got a lot of protein inside. No, you must take the balanced diet, not the fast food type, okay? And then the third one, increase vitamin D. How to increase vitamin D? We are human. We must go back to Mother Nature. Expose yourself under the sun before 10 a.m. Okay? Don't, because of the virus, I believe there are really some group of people, they will quarantine themselves in the house. They don't step out from the house. I believe there must be a group of this kind of people. But please don't. Have you ever seen when we clean our house, like the attic, have you seen the mole? How the mole grew up? It's all within the indoor, right? The dark place. So you see, no matter how, sunlight is very good to our human body. So you try to expose yourself every day. Just take a short while. Before 10 a.m., the sunlight is very warm, cozy feeling, okay? The very gentle, not like the 2 p.m., okay? And then the fourth one, mouth gargle. A lot of people say, mouth gargle, God, every day I brushing teeth also, I got this mouth gargle. No way. Mouth gargle, it's not like that. No. But you must do the deep mouth gargle, which is, remember last time when we are small, we used to play like this. Just add the water, then you go like that. This is the proper way for the mouth gargle. So for our VIP, you all have the essential oil. You all can use the essential oil mixed with the water for the mouth gargling. Okay? Then the fifth one is the hot bath. Okay. So here again, I have checked all the resources that all the while people has misunderstood about the hot bath. They thought hot bath is, after I finish working, I came home, I just switch on the steamer, the heater, and then I get the hot shower. No! Hot bath is where you actually put yourself into the hot tub with the smoke floating up. Not only hot water, but with the hot smoke. Because that temperature only can lead to the benefits. Okay? So, I know some students even tell me, 老师, my house is not that spacious. Your rumah papan only, you thought condo me. Then how can I install the bathtub? Then I suggest them, have you ever seen when we go to the kopitiam eat, at the back straight, those auntie, they take the mega, I call it mega big bowl, the plastic one. They all wash the plate, they want the very big one. Like basically our adults, we can sit inside. Okay, so I will recommend them to get this because it's very cheap only. It's not an expensive thing. Okay, whatever Chris teach you or guide you, all in the very, very affordable way. Okay, sometimes even comes to free if you attend my other classes lah. Okay, so for those who wanted to do the hot bath, because the hot bath is already have their own these few thousands of history back then. Okay, it's considered as a home remedy. So you can either apply the essential oil to your body, then only you soak into the pail. Okay, then you sit down, but make sure you do not let the water level cross your heart. Okay, because when it comes to hot water, it has pressure. And then no time recommended, because this is very subjective to everyone. when you sit down, you must very alert to yourself. When you started to have pumping heart, like started pounding faster, or some people will try to get the dizzy, or you started to feel like keep sweating then you must wake up already. Normally we recommend 10 to 15 minutes, but still you must know, especially for those who have the high blood pressure or the low pressure, okay, or the heart attack. Okay, so never mind. I still have another option for you guys, which is the food spa. You see, whenever people say food spa, they thought they are at the Jalan Imbi, you know. Jalan Imbi can help you to you know, to help you to massage your leg. Then the water level only reach above, slightly above your foot, right? But for the proper food spa to deliver the better results, you must fill in the water all the way up to your knee. Then only can do you good. Okay, why I share these two ways with you all? Because first, we wanted to increase our body temperature. Do you know that so long our body temperature is staged at 36, freeze at 36 temperature, yeah? Your body, your immune system remain strong. All the germs that you won't catch the cold easily. And then second, to improve our blood circulation. Have you ever, I believe like 30s of you here, you already experienced the hand numb, the neck pain, the back pain, shoulder pain, the leg with the cold feet or sweat, the cold sweat, right? Okay, so these two ways can improve your problems. As for myself, I share with you my experience. I remember the last time I did the hot bath is 2 weeks, about 2 weeks ago. Okay, so I do this, because I have to prepare a lot of courses and then do all the work. So what? So stressed and you cannot work anymore. Like seriously, the brain lapse already. Okay, then I free myself for the night. Okay, I do this hot bath. So what? When I sit there, wow, oh my god, like in the Tambun, the Sunway Lagoon, Tambun, the hot spring, I sit over there. Then okay, I wrap myself with the towel. Then I sit aside. After 15 minutes, I sit aside. I step out from the pail. I sit aside. And then with the closed area, you don't go for your hot bath with your aircon on, your fan on, your window on. I tell you, you definitely will catch the cold. This one must be in the closed space. Okay, so I did this all in the closed space. Then I sit there for about 20 minutes just to sweat out, because this can ultimately help us to detox. How to say detox? Which is, every day we eat, we very get used to the order food. Then we eat a lot, got aji, got all those flavoring, and then you think people will wash the vegetable like how our mothers do? Definitely impossible. So you see, all the pesticides we all take into our body. So by this, I flush out all these toxins by sweating, through sweating. Okay. After sweating, then I rinse myself, a very quick one. Then you know what? After do the hot bath, definitely go to sleep already lah. Because by the time once I lay on my bed, I'm like the marshmallow, like melt on the bed. I was like, wow. Then I go into the sleep. I went to sleep, and then seriously, the next morning I woke up. It's so refreshing. You see, once you do the hot bath, it leads you back to the sufficient sleep, the quality sleep. Because now you tell me, whoever in this era, they can sleep peacefully without all the stresses in the mind. You tell me. So for those of you who are having the sleeping deprivation, you can actually try this out. Chris Lauser, 100% confirm, guarantee you. it worth your time. Okay, so why we must use with essential oil? A lot of people say, "Ayo, 老师, you see all of us we go to the hot spring the Songkai or the somewhere one, we all just hop into the water only ma. Why must use with essential oil?" You see, whatever 老师 teach us, there must be a reason, which is do you good. I would say 100% do you good instead of harming you. Okay, so why we need to use essential oil? Because first, essential oil is the essence of the plant. The plant has this revive or regeneration power. You know, our body, you see why a lot of old people, they say, "Oh, you're old already lah, that's why lah." Last time when young, that time, wow, very energetic one. Within one breath, can spit out 20 words. But now, one breath, only like. Have you ever realized that or not? Especially the mother or the grandparents. See, it's why our body is degenerating. We cannot stop our body to get old, but we can slow down the aging process with essential oil. Have you ever seen the trees, the grass at the roadside? Then the bandaraya will come and trim, will cut, right? After a few weeks, you pass by the same street again, then you see, oh, the tree, the grasses are growing again. You see, this is what we call the revive. Have you ever woke up? We have 10 fingers, Have you ever woke up? The next morning you come up with the number 11 finger. No, right? So the essential oil in our body is like this. When you apply the essential oil already, the essential oil already penetrate into our body, it will be like this. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to work. Don't sleep, don't sleep. Then as time goes by, because we apply it every day, so the process will take every day as well. Then slowly and slowly, the organ will wake up and do their proper work. Like hormone imbalance. A lot of people say, "Hey, why you are getting bigger size?" Yeah, hormone imbalance, hormone imbalance. You see, which is why one of the organs are already slowing down, which is why will cause us to, you are having the eating disorder, you lost control over your emotions, and then you are getting bigger and bigger in size. So when you use the essential oil, it will help you to waking waking up the organs so that they can do their work. So this is the uses of essential oil in our body. And then the second is it can disinfect. Essential oil is well known for antibacterial, but you must very aware what type of essential oil are you using. 100% pure essential oil or using the artificial one. You must be aware of that. Okay. I will explain to you how it can disinfect. The third one, detoxification. Like I say, body, we eat a lot of chemicals, the flavoring, all the artificial flavoring. Then our mental, every day you have the pressure. For example, if your manager keeps pressuring you for the project, when only you can deliver me the proposal, or keep scolding because your manager also got another big boss behind, so that when the big boss pressuring him or her, then he also pressuring to you. So can you fight back or talk back? It's impossible. Once you talk back, you are fired. So how? You have to self-digest, lor. Then you got either way lah. Either you digest yourself, or when you reach home, you throw it, you vent it all your feelings to your husband or your wife. And then the third one, the soul. A lot of people nowadays, they ignore their soul. The soul is the core of our body. If the soul is not healthy, then no words can describe the body already. Which is why we always say, whenever we look at your face, we know deep inside your heart you are happy or you are in disguise. Okay? So, you see, this is the virus, how virus look like. Okay? Then, you see, the virus actually is wrapped by this layer called the lipid. So, when the virus are in contact with the essential oil, you see, the essential oil inside got this name, the senior eucalyptus. Okay, mostly if you want to get this ingredient is in the rosemary or the eucalyptus also. Okay, it is full contain a lot of this called senior eucalyptus. So once it is in contact with the virus, the lipid, you see, the red round is representing the essential oil. So you see, within split second, the virus become harmful because it becomes non-harmful. It's already destroyed. You see or not? I replay to you guys. You see. You see or not? It's supposed to full of this, like the mushroom leg. Once it comes to contact with essential oil, you see, it's destroyed. Not that it will live here without the mushroom head, no, but it totally destroyed. Okay, by the senior eucalyptus. So here, I would say we are so blessed to get this essential oil from East Coast. Not because I work for East Coast, but as personally. Because why? This number 31 is formulated by the expert. How to say expert? Like from the planting process, from the seed all the way to the end product. It is all under the experts and the specialists monitor, the supervision. Okay, for example, let's say Chris Lauser is from Ipoh. So a lot of people know about the bean sprout, bean sprout, the low warm all these a lot of people said, wow, Ipoh bean sprout, very nice Why? Because very juicy. And then very chewy. And then when you bite the come out like chop, like you are as if you are eating the salad. Okay, so let me ask you, do you think all bean sprout from Ipoh are going to have the same quality? You let me know in the chat box. Do you think all the quality will be same for all the areas that are having this bean sprout planting? Come on. I would like to see the way you interact to me. I mean, the way your response. I would like to see your response. And then, do you think the water? They always say the water. Oh, Ipoh famous with Lang Lui. Why? Because they all drink the mountain water. That's why Ipoh is famous with Lang Lui, the hot chicks. Then, do you think the mountain water able to supply to the entire Ipoh? Do you think it's possible? You see, so here we come with the very core problem. I mean, core main points, I would say, which is the soil, the water, the seed, and then the process. Like mommy cook. If today mommy didn't argue with daddy, then the food is very nice, super duper nice. But if mommy today argue with daddy, oh my god, either the food will appear to be burnt or overly salty. Have you experienced before? Okay, so here, why we need the experts? Because you see, there are 1,000 brands in the market. So how? only lavender alone is already up to 1,000 species all around the world. Even even Thailand and Cameron Highland also have lavender. But only a few are topping at the chart. I mean, they have a higher ranking out of 1,000 species. So why we need the experts here? Okay, all this we have gone through the aromatherapies, the certified aromatherapies, which come out with the recipe that can handle 80% of the common problems, like the cold, fever, or the joint pains, all the very common, like the gastric, asthma, all these, the very common problems. And then it is suitable for various groups because all this already gone through the clinical test. No matter me, my brother or sister, or even my mommy and daddy, even my grandparents, suitable for all age. And then the second, how to choose the raw materials, You see, come out with this one bottle is already very valuable, very precious. But do you know how many work at the back end? So the raw materials, I believe, if even put all the raw materials in front of us, I bet no one of us can know how to choose, how to filter it. So this must gone through by must identified by the plant expert. Okay, they even will study the planting methods, how to extract the plant parts. I assume you know that when we extract different parts, it will comes with different ways. Okay, and then different parts comes with different uses. Okay, which is why the method of extracting. And then the third one, how to distinguish the quality of EO. Some my students have asked me before, oh, 老师, you say the essential oil until so good, like very tip top. How do you say? Of course not 老师 say. Is we gone through by the experts, because not only by the experts, but even the reputable organization. Okay, first it goes through the chemistry PhD, because as you all know, the plants that contains in the plants, it probably have this heavy metal. Okay, so we have gone through this SGS. SGS is known worldwide. Okay, and then even the plasticizer. And then what most important is the GCMS. GCMS is the test to test the plants or the ingredients, because when it comes to the liquid, we only pour out is in the liquid form, but we doesn't know how many things are contained inside the liquid. So when you go to the GCMS will tell you everything that contained inside the liquid. So nothing can cheat, especially comes to the European countries, because European countries are very, very strict about the products compared to US. So you must know your products is from where. It's from US because they are very commercial, so they're not really strict in the product testing. But when it comes to European countries, you see, these even have to comply with the European pharmacopoeia. Okay, this one is like for example, like in China, 本草纲目. Okay, but this is the European one. So you see, no play when it comes to medical grade essential oil. Okay, as I say, why we don't have to overly panic about this problem? Because whenever there is a problem, there will be the solution. So for this moment, even vaccine, not 100%, no people are 100% confident with the vaccine. I believe all of you know about this. And even now, the vaccine is already come up with the problem that insufficient. A lot of people went through for the first round, and now they probably having the shortage for the vaccine for the second round. So you see, meanwhile, I hope you guys could do something, because this is not something that you cannot get it. Okay, you can very easily get it and do it, apply to yourself. Okay, so here, number 31 is, as I mentioned, master formulated oil. Why master? Because these masters are 12 masters from worldwide. Okay, so why I highly recommended this number 31 to every one of you. Because within this number 31, inside there, we have 6 main ingredients. American larch, tea tree, ravensara, silver fir, clove bud, and sweet basil. But what I want to highlight here is the ravensara. Because you remember just now I told you about the Cineo eucalyptus that can kill the virus. You know, within this 15 ml, it contains up to 70% of the Cineo eucalyptus. So, I cannot think of any reason for rejecting this, for not using this oil. You see, most of the ingredients are for anti-inflammation and then respiratory, to soothe our respiratory problem. Because especially people, like me, I have this sinus problem back in my school, back in my elementary school time. Okay, for those who have the nose allergy, asthma, sinus, okay, weak lung, or even they have the swollen lung before, or the lung have entered water before, okay, this is very important for you. Seriously can save you from all the unnecessary troubles. This ravensara, okay, can help us to clear, because the ravensara, you know, it actually acts like the scavenger. When we breathe in that time, if you clear all the way, because if you have used this before, I mean some of you, you can feel once you take the inhalation, you can see like, wow, like everywhere, all the highway are getting clear. Because for me, sinus, I have all this mucus accumulated here. And then will cause my eye here very pressuring, like very stressed. Like when I look at the things, I have to like double zoom in. You know, like the camera focus, I have to double focus. Okay, so when I breathe in this, it clear all my mucus. Seriously, all the way to, I can, because when you go through the nostril, it only divides into 2 parts. Either go to the brain and go into the lung, up and down only. Okay, so, and then the sweet basil can improve our blocked nose. You see, the bronchitis. Actually, our lung structure is very complicated, but also the most sensitive. So you just have to inhale, just to clear all the airways. That's it. And then, after I tell you so many things, I bet some of you already like feel like cramp, right? So, okay, number 31 is very easy only. The main uses is for this epidemic prevention. I bet none of us hope that after God touch wood, after God attack, then only get treatment. Everyone believes in prevention is better than cure, right? So this is the best time to start to give yourself a chance to start use this number 31. Okay? Second one, frontline defense of human body, as I mentioned earlier. You like it or not, you cover it or not, your mask, your nose still breathing all the substance. Breathing all the things that we cannot see, the germs and all this, we cannot filter. We only filter in the nose and the lung. This is the pre-stage to filter, okay, the very first stage. And then, do you think the face mask that you wear every day seriously can cover you, can block the virus from you breathing in? And then the third one, to fight against the respiratory system, okay, like very common, the cold, the flu, like for the small children, they are very easily mommy, then you know the children already caught the flu. Then to relieve the respiratory discomfort. So you see, all this, when you use this, it will be like create a shield for you. Because when you use it, and also because of the Ravensara, it actually helps you to keep 1 meter away from all these viruses and the germs. Okay, some of you might say, hey, Lao Sir, serious or not? Just use this 1 liter bottle only. Wow. Okay, this is the proper way. Seriously, I consult this from the doctor. First, as we all know, our essential oil is very, it's an aromatic substance, right? It's very good smelling. Once you breathe in, wow, like very relaxing, refreshing as well. So, you just put a drop here, and then you rub it slowly, and then you breathe in. You breathe in, then the smell gone inside, go into the body with what? Through our nose, right? So this is through the nasal mucosa. Then, when it comes to the lung, we will have this pulmonary circulation. What is pulmonary circulation? Pulmonary circulation is between the lung and the heart. This process takes in between pulmonary, the lungs and the heart. And then, after we clear it, then we reach the level called systemic circulation, which is involve the rest of the body parts from the head to your toe. So this number 31 acts as an antibacterial, will help us to dissolve the mucus and relieve the discomfort. Because when we have the runny nose, have you ever experienced like even the nose also swollen? I have this, my nose allergy is so serious, my sinus is so serious up to this extent. Like I keep on achoo, then runny nose. Sometimes I know there's plenty of mucus here, but no matter how hard I keep on but the mucus still blocked inside my nose. Okay, and then the fourth one is to boost the immunity because of the ingredients. Okay, and then okay, after I tell you all the experience, so the ultimate one is you know how to use it. Because I know there are few of you have bought a lot of number 31. So you must make sure you know how to use it. Okay? The front one, the technical words or the technical ingredients that you are not really sure, never mind, we can discuss later. But make sure you know how to use this. Because this way is the simplest among of all. Chris Lao Sir already filtered it for you so that you can even do it by now or by the end of this sharing session. Okay? First of all, you just have to prepare the diffuser. And then your diffuser might vary from 100 ml, 200 ml, 300 ml, or sometimes people have the big one, the 500 ml. So your droplets have to increase according to your size, okay? For the standard one, 100 to 300, you will put in like 2 to 3 drops, then started to diffuse. Because a lot of people thought, now is the critical time. If I stay at home, I will be 100% sure to be safe. But how sure are you that you are safe in your house? Because not only you stay at the house, you don't step out from the house, doesn't mean your children or your husband didn't walk out from the house. And how many of us are actually, after even come back from the grocery shopping, we will immediately go into the washroom to take a quick shower? No, most of us usually we will put down the grocery in the kitchen, then we will stand at the island table, then text, reply the WeChat. Then sometimes when you pass by, you heard the TV or you even switch on your TV, you see your hand already in contact with so many things. Then you come back, you come in touch with, every part of your house again. So, let alone you are sitting at home, your husband, your family members are still walking around. Okay? Maybe you will take the shower immediately after you came home, but I bet the younger one won't be lah. Okay? So you can diffuse this 24 hours, it's okay one. If it helps you keep clearing of the air. Then the second one, diffuser necklace. Some they might say, oh, maybe it's too heavy or, feel like not comfortable. Never mind, you can get a diffuser necklace. You just hang it around here, okay? And then you can just do your work. What I'm offering you, the ways to use, it doesn't affect your working or your lifestyle at all, okay? You just do it. Since the diffuser, once you on it or you just put on the necklace, it's still, just vaporize like that. Just clearing the air only. You do your work, you carry on with your work, with your computer, with your kitchen, the cooking, okay? So this is, make sure you do this to protect yourself. A very simple action. And then the third one, last time, they're very famous with the Vicks, right? Take the big bowl, the glass big bowl, and then you take the big towel to cover yourself. With pouring the hot water, then the steam inhalation. Wow. I done this once before when I was small with the Vicks. Okay, so it's very, last time, I feel like, wow. All the smoke comes, flood onto my face, I was like, wow. It also feels so hot. Okay, so now I have the better equipment because we already keep advancing, correct or not? Now we are already using the touch screen phone. We no longer using the Nokia 3310. Okay, so we have this inhaler. You don't have to prepare the super big bowl and the towel and then sekali one shot you steam your face. No need. We don't have to. So we have this vapor steam inhaler. This one very easy. You see, even in the picture, this is one of my partner's daughter. Okay. Inside is blind like this. You just have to fill in the water and pour in the number 31, 2 to 3 drops, and then you all shut it tight. It's very tight, okay? But you just don't have to upside down because here got 2 small hole, little hole. So you just have to shut the cap and then you just put like this. You see, very ergonomic. It's already designed according to the nose and the mouth part. You breathe in the smoke, you breathe in the steam through your nose and then exhale with your mouth. For some, they might have the weaker lung or they have this more severe nose allergy. So they might say, wow, 老师, they got a lot of the mucus flowing out. Never mind. Why? Because the essential oil is actually helping you to detox, to flushing out. Since the mucus doesn't do your body any good, why you want to keep in your body? Even got someone, they have the year long lasting coughing, their mucus turn like very yellowish, brownish one. That one you are even highly advised to flush it out. Just keep on throw it away. Don't keep it in the body. It's never good. Okay? So, this one. I believe there still are people think that, oh, 老师, this is what you say. You want to know how good it is? Let's see. Because before you, there are already hundreds of people started to use this. Number 31. Okay? We don't have to make up stories for you. Don't have to. Okay? This is a real life case study. As you all know, no, not to say as you all know, sorry. Philippines. Have you ever been to Philippines? For me, before I just went to Philippines the last time I've been to Philippines is last January 2020. Just right before the MCO. Okay? So, I've been there, I tell you, people like to hashtag say, people mountain, people sea, which means they are overcrowded with human, okay? So, you see, they are already well known that they always constantly have this air pollution. The heavy traffic, then the human volume also very heavy, okay? So basically, if you have nose allergy or you have breathing problem, you don't go to Philippines because they are too crowded. You cannot find a clean place. So if you are the one who always complain Malaysia one, just joking, yeah, you must stop complaining already. Because when you go to overseas, you will see that actually Malaysia environment is much better compared to Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, this kind of countries. Okay, so what now? This is the Filipino. Her name I call her as a Shalita. Okay, she's already 48 years old. Then she's a police officer. So when you remember when we first declared lockdown MCO, not all countries immediately declare MCO. Philippines was one of the countries that didn't declare as early as possible. So when when the country's cases keep on surging, then only the government started to declare the MCO. So Shalita, she's worked as a frontliner. So you know, right? As you know, the police officer, you have to work. I mean, you have to. She has to do her duty in the public area. So of course, her workload has increased dramatically. And then she also has to contact with a lot of people, which means, in another word, she has this higher risk in getting COVID-19. So what? Because at that moment, especially in those countries where their medical service is not that really high, okay? So they usually, if they find it, they identified positive, basically they are just waiting to death, die only. Not to say they will do some solution for them. No, because first of all, their hospital have the limited spaces, have limited beds for them. Second, their equipments also not that very new or up to date. They are not ready for this attack. So after that, she will offer to do one of the rapid test result. So this is one blood test, okay, to test the IgG. A lot of people ask, what is IgG, 老师? IgG is immunoglobulin G, which is one type of antibodies. For your information, our body has 5 types of antibodies. So IgG is the most basic one. Okay, so what she found out? Lord. Antibody is decreasing. The index number is decreasing. How? Which means if she still continue to work at the front line, which means she like up to 70% she will get the COVID because your body is so weak. Our first defense, the firewall, is actually destroying, ruining. So what? She has to quarantine herself because the doctor only give her some basic medicine and ask her, okay, now you can go home. Because as for our hospital equipment, the condition, we can't serve you. We can do nothing. So you better go back home lah. See how sad. You imagine if suddenly you get a shocking news and then even the specialists also cannot help you. What will you be? Okay, so since she has to quarantine for 1 month, and then she also part of us, she's a VIP as well, so nothing to do, then why not just attend the courses lah, like how you are doing now, since you can gain your knowledge, right? So she attended twice a day. So she slowly learning about the East Aroma. East Aroma is our essential oil, okay? So she learning all about the East Aroma knowledge and the SCI, superconductor ion, in how to boost the immunity level. As for some of you might be new to us, okay? Because once we have this coronavirus attack, we have been conducting all type of courses to boost our immunity level, okay? Immunity level, not to say only to limit to your core body, but also when your workload has increased, your emotional has direct relationship to your immunity level, okay? So fast forward, She took her second rapid test result. Then after she took the second rapid test result, the boss said all of us are mandatory to take the swab test. Then swab test, what? Because swab test either positive or negative. So, of course, she panicked to death. Then she said, then she very panicked already. Okay, then because she remember about the East Aroma, the courses that she has attended for the past month. So she started to use the inhaler, the SCI. Okay, what has she done? She has used the nervous system booster. This is the nervous system booster. This is the one that we always share greatly with people, with publics, because our brain. We always eat vitamin C, the fish oil, but have you ever heard of people say we can we can take supplement for our brain? You can preserve our brain. No, we have not heard any before. But the nervous system booster is the one that can do it. Yeah, I can bet you. Now, even in US, across the Western countries, because they are very advanced, right? So even in the advanced countries, there is no way that can directly to preserve our brain. I can bet you that if you ever found anywhere, I welcome you to challenge me. Okay? So nervous system booster. Second, respiratory system booster. How to say booster? Because she do this whole body steaming. She not only use this, when she use this, she also use the diffuser, the whole body steaming. Later I will show you her picture. And then the third one, immune system booster. Okay, we have this energy points. So she applied the immune system oil onto her 5 energy points so that she can recover as soon as possible. And then full set of SCI from head to the toe. She wear it full set for 24 hours, which to increase our body temperature. Remember I told you just now, if our body remain as 36 degree, it can free us from the virus attack, okay? And even the cancerous cell. Okay, this is another field. And then the third one is the last one, she will keep updating her 老师, her mentor, for her progress. You see, after that, 1 week later, she undergone her swab test. Then you see her result is negative. But at the same time, her colleague and manager remain positive, which is admitting in the hospital. You see the difference? Yes. So here another way, because most of us we have to step out from the house. Okay, so here one of my dearest mentor, she Sun Ting Lao sư is the very experienced in essential oil, because she's among the first batch that actually trained under the certified aromatherapist. Not that we are self-boasting, okay? But if you really master the aroma, the essential oil, the knowledge, you master it, I tell you, you can save a lot of money from the general doctor. See, let's see what she say. She's going to teach us about how you're going to use the number 31 with our face mask. It comes in very handy, not troublesome. Oh yeah, still have no sound. But then I prepare you the subtitle. Okay, is the video clear for you? Will it be, can you catch up with the video? Hi. Okay, never mind. Let me explain to you, okay? So we have this face mask, right? All you have to do is prepare one tissue paper, a piece of tissue paper. You just fold it into the small rectangle shape. And then here, let's say this is the face mask. So you just have to clip the tissue at the lower part. Clip that, then note that you pour the essential oil at the front layer. Okay, the tissue, the front part of the tissue, no, because that would be too heavy because we are breathing, ma. If you put on the upper part, it will like too heavy. So you slightly split out the tissue and then you just pour at the back of the tissue. That's it. And then you just have to, let's say you are working outside, you just have to refill the droplets for every 3 hours. Like 1 o'clock you drop already, you add on the droplet, then 4 o'clock you add again. Then let's say 7 o'clock you also haven't go home, then 7 o'clock you also add on another one. Okay? So after I give all the description, the explanation, all the long explanation from the immunity all the way to how the essential oil kills the virus, and then all the way to the way to use to protect the whole family. Usually they will ask, say, wow, 老师, you talk until so good, then they must be very expensive. No, you see, if you are new to us, it only costs you about 270. If you buy Huawei watch, Huawei watch costs you about 800. There you can buy 3.5 bottle already. You buy the Huawei watch, you only buy for your own convenience. Some more, let alone it also give you the radiation because the Wi-Fi, if you will slow down your blood circulation as well. But this one, you see, you only spend you just spend 270. You can build yourself a shield. Correct or not? Do you agree with me? Then if you are our VIP, then it's even more worthwhile. It's only 235. See? Not that I want to con you or I want to make you to buy things. No, not necessarily. Hey, come on lah, guys. This one is only cost you 200 and okay lah, I speak the retail price 270. Do you think I need to tell you until my throat get dry and then I cannot sleep, then I have to prepare the PowerPoint slide, then I have to ask my auntie to iron my shirts? You think it worth all my preparation or not? Just because for the 270? No lah. This is because we see what our friends and family needs. Because life is only once. Life is very precious to us. Sometimes we can't afford to miss a chance. You see, there's a lot of people. The virus can break up to 2 million lives worldwide only with a short period. What do you think? So this is also because why, no matter how, when Sun King Lao Sư invite me to be the guest speaker, I feel honored to do so. Because in Buddha, my belief is we can do all kinds of charity. Like I can donate my old clothes, I can donate money for the charity organization. Even I see the stray dog, I can give food to the stray dog. But do you know, in charity level, the highest level is to save life. In Cantonese, I used to tell my students is 救人一命勝造7級浮屠. You save people life. This is the best thing ever that we can offer ourselves. Today, if I give you $50, 50 bucks, 50 ringgit or 100 ringgit, you can spend it in no time. But let's say today you buy this number 31. Okay, you do this, you use this. Okay, I believe there is less people will do it every day. 1 week, at least you use 4 days. At least much better than you have no protection at all. Because viruses are not the thing that we can see, not like the husband face that you are very hate to see one, you know, or your what to say, the one you dislike. Okay, this is not something like you can see every day. Cannot be seen, cannot be touched, cannot be smelled. When you breathe in, it means you breathe in. So 270 is just the very small case, easy peasy. After I use this, the number 31, I feel like it is underpaid and over delivery. You try go and queue for the specialist you see what the specialist offer you other than the medicine. And then it's not to say it is cheap also. Like at least in Ipoh level, Ipoh rate is about 100 plus per consultant. The medicine is not included because the medicine you have to pay at the pharmacy. You see? So we are sincerely, hopefully that you may give yourself a chance to try it out. Then at least after you try it, you find it something different, you are welcome to question to us. Throw your questions to us. We are happy to serve you. Okay, so today, what I need to share with you all, I already done my part. So that's all for my sharing. And thanks for the opportunity for me to do this session with you. Okay, so if you have any questions, you may stay back or you can put in your comments or your questions into the chat box. Okay? Anyone comes up with a question, maybe you already use it, then feel like, hey, 老师, why it is different from what you told us? You know, we tend to have various of questions. We are humans. We are born with questions. We like to verify things.
任何人如果有问题，你也可以用华语的问，然后呢，Chris 老师会帮我们翻译成英文。
Yes. So don't have to worry that you cannot speak fluent English. So no problem, yeah. Don't let all the unnecessary troubles to hang you, to tie you.
Chris 老师, I have a question here.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
Kelly. I'm from KL. My friend have used the 31 essential oil, used as a mask. By using it, he feel dizzy.
Okay. How long she has used?
Since last week, and continuously used for 3 days. Also the same symptoms. When he just put on the mask, and then he feel dizzy. And himself got this high blood pressure, so I did advise him to do some measurements on his pressure. He said it's okay, it's under normal.
She applied directly on the face mask.
No, he put on the way which is you show in the video just now.
Oh, okay. So come, let me explain to you. You see, Chris 老师 never afraid of questions one, you know. Whenever you all have doubts, you must let me know. You you don't digest yourself, then you get disappear, you know. Okay, so let me get to the point. So for your friends, you just now you did mention, right, that she already identified COVID. Is it?
No. He's not identified on COVID. He just to do prevention.
Oh, okay. Come.
Yeah.
It's like this. Sometimes the reaction from the essential oil is differ from one person to another person. Why she feels busy? Maybe first of all, have she approached essential oil before, or she's the first time user?
He did use before, but long time ago, 2 years ago. For this Easy Soap,
Oh, okay.